Hi, Kimmy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start on your response. I really enjoyed what you had to share, and I thought it was very knowledgeable. And I loved listening to your explanation on what you would implement and change into your counseling school once you're in your role. I love how you had specifically said, like for kinder to fifth grade, how you chunked it up into different parts and career. You had like a career cluster where like students would be and interviewing each other. I think this is a great um, opportunity for them to socialize and just get out of their little comfort zone, and it helps build their social skills as well as volunteering in extracurricular activities as well. I know in my school we have lots of after school programs, and one of them is apart from like the chess and the spelling bee and all that, one of them is recycling. So the kids they go around the school on Fridays and they pick up the recycling boxes, and then they go through. We have a recycling bin on our campus, and then I know that the kids in that club have actually gone to the actual recycling center. Sorry, excuse me. So I think that's a great idea for them to just get out there and volunteer and socialize more. And the next part you had mentioned was bringing guest speakers and maybe having like an internship or shadowing certain people in their jobs. I think that would be interesting for them to do, and I wonder how that would work in the elementary school. And the next part you had chose was a family component. So I've seen college and career nights. I've seen it when I was in high school, and I've seen it and FAFSA support and dual credit, all that stuff. I remember all of them, our counselors, and having those family nights and going around, and it was part of our a grade that we had to do for an assignment. We had to go to the college and career night at our local university, and I can see this also happening with the elementary schools and middle school, but specifically elementary school, where you would have a family night as well, maybe for the upper grades, the ones who are going into middle school, like fourth and fifth graders, in the near future, and then having that for those families, but then also, sorry, excuse me, and but then also you if that wouldn't work in the school schedule, the counselor could also do it like maybe in the morning or in the afternoons. Have a college and career night, or afternoon or morning, and the parents would be able to come, like maybe two per student could go with the students, and then they can go like around the gym or cafeteria or library and just look around together, kind of like how you would have it in the evening, but just during school hours. For maybe if your schedule doesn't work, make it stick how it said and you had mentioned in the book. The audience needs to pay attention, understand, and remember, agree and believe, and they have to care. And I feel when you're able to relay this information to them and make it personal and have them make connections to it, this would be able to work and function better. Excuse me. Okay, I'm sorry. The next part is how you had mentioned the admin, how they would think this would be a good idea, implementing this program would be a good idea, but then they'd probably say, you still have all your counselor duties, how are you going to make it work? And I really love how you mentioned sorry how you mentioned reassigning not the reassigning things that are not counselor duties to someone else, and to create a calendar. And it's funny because during my counselor interview I did with my counselor this week, that's exactly what she showed me. She showed me a program that our district uses called Scuda, and they have to put everything they do at the end of the day into it's like a calendar, and then it just organizes that data that they put into their calendar when they document their day, and it shows how much time they spent doing non-counselor activities and counselor activities, and I think that would be a great tool to use for this program. But thank you for sharing, Kimmy, and I'll see you next week.